In this lecture, I am going to create delete method API endpoint in Laravel to delete a block. So let's open our api.php file to add a new route to delete a block. Route method will be delete and URL will be block slash id as a parameter slash delete, and it will execute block controller delete method. And this route should be protected. That's why I am adding auth center middleware to this route, so that an user need to provide API tokens through authorization header to delete his block. Now let's open our block controller and then let's add a method called delete inside our block controller. Let's take the id as a parameter because we have id inside our route URL as a parameter, so that we can take the id as a parameter to this method. Also, let's take request object as a dependency injection to this method. Now I will take the code from our update method which I created in the last video. Don't worry, I will explain this one by one. So we don't need these lines of code, so we can remove this code from here. So the first thing I am doing here, I am finding the block with the ID present inside our route parameter. We do not need to load user and category data for this block, so we can remove this code from here. And I am checking if any block found with this ID, then I'll do some coding inside this block. Okay, and if no block found, then I am returning a JSON response with message no block found. And if any block found with the ID present inside our route parameter, then I'm checking if this block is owned by currently authenticated user or not. So we can get the currently authenticated user data from request user method. Okay, and I'm checking if this block is owned by currently authenticated user, then I will allow the user to delete the block. Okay, and if this block is not owned by currently authenticated user, then I am returning a JSON response with message access denied with status code 403. Okay, and inside this block I'll first of all delete the image for the block from this public uploads blog images folder. Okay, so we can take the code from our update method, these lines of code, and paste this inside this block. So I stored block image path to this variable old path, then I'm checking if this path is exist. With the help of file facade, I'm checking if this path is exist, then I'm deleting the path. Okay, and then we need to delete the record from our database tables, right? So we can delete the record with the help of delete method of our eloquent model. It will delete the record from our database tables, and after this I will return a JSON response with message block successfully deleted. Okay, so that's it for delete functionality. Now it's time to test the endpoint from Postman. So another thing is that we do not need to pass data through this JSON response. Okay, now let's open our Postman REST API client to test the endpoint. So let's provide the request URL. So let's try to delete the block with ID 3. Okay, method should be delete and URL should be our base URL API blocks and then the ID and slash delete. Okay, and let's provide accept key, and let's provide accept key as application slash JSON. Let's try to execute this endpoint. You see we are getting unauthenticated message because we need to provide API tokens through authorization header, right? So let's pass authorization and we need to pass beer token here. So we can generate a token from login API, right? With the help of login API we can generate an API token. So let's try to execute this endpoint with email, this email, and password, this password. Okay, let's call this API again. So I generated the token with the credentials of user ID 1. Okay, let's try to provide the token here and let's try to execute this endpoint again. Now you see we are getting different message with status code 403. That means the block of ID 3 is not authorized by user ID 1. Okay, because I am providing the API tokens of user ID 1. Okay, let's try to check the block details. If I call this endpoint, and you see the user ID of this block is 2, but I am providing API tokens of user ID 1. That means this user is not owned this block of ID 3. Okay, so this user, I mean with this API tokens we can delete only those blocks which are created by user ID 1. So from get blocks API endpoint, let's find a block which is created by user ID 1. So you see this block is created by user ID 1, so we can delete this block. Let's provide the ID here, and then let's try to execute this endpoint. Now see, we are successfully deleted the block, right? So with this token I can delete only those blocks which are created by user ID 1. Okay, so let's try to call this endpoint again. You see, now we are getting no block found. This because this block is already deleted, right? So our block function is working. So in the next lecture I'm going to create add comment endpoint for a particular block. Okay, so stay connected.